On making this wig, I'm using 5 bundles and they are oil coily. I want to see all of them. I might choose all of them, I might not choose all of them. I use my needle, I use my thread for sewing, and it's not machine sewing, it's my hand. I'm using my hand to sew. Okay, let's move. You have to sew the weave to the hairnet. Let it be strong, like your sewing needs to be strong, not free hand. It needs to be strong because you're sewing it with your hand, and I'm doing it line by line. I didn't really mark it with anything, but with your eyes you know how the hair is. You sew, make sure you stack it tight. It has to be tight. You make it to be tight, make sure it's tight, and so that it won't easily lose out. Showing how I'm sewing it, just look very well. It's not anyhow sewing. This wig, you have to sew it in a different style. Like, you can use any sewing, but there's a way we sew wig with our hands. When you're sewing, look carefully. As a beginner, there's a way you sew, because it's not really easy. You have to just try your best to sew. I know your body will be paining you, but you just have to sew line by line. Hold your needle well and put your thread well. You got to sew it well. It's going to be okay. Then you know how I'm turning it so that it will be like someone's hair. You will not be having space. Let them not be much space in the hair, in the net. Just a little bit gap. Yes, you need to have a little bit gap. Just look at how I'm turning it. Yes, you stack that place very well with your needle and thread. Let it be very tight, because so that when you're combing the hair, it won't really pull out. Your hair won't pull out. You understand what I'm talking about? You need to stack that place well with your needle and thread very tight. Take record of the way I'm sewing the hair. This, just like you're doing hemming stitches in the hair. Look very carefully. Look very carefully on how I'm sewing this hair, so that you're not going to make your weave pull out from the net. Then the ending part, you need to stack it very tight with your needle and thread, so that it will be very strong while combing, so your hair won't pull out from the net. Now you are turning it. Everything is line by line. Give a little gap. Don't really give much gap, so that your net will be showing from that weave on you are sewing. You understand? Take notice of how I'm sewing the hair, so that it will not pull out while combing. Look carefully. As a beginner, you need to take notice of it. Every line is step by step. Don't jump to another line when you've not done the line supposed to be done. Remember, give a little gap. Don't give 3 gap. Give 2 gap. Use your hand to take notice of it. You can use your finger to do that. Now, to make the fringe, I'm going to sew it invisibly. You're not really going to see the thread. The way I'm doing the stitch, the hemi stitch, I'm not going to really show the thread using. I'm not going to really do that stitch. I'm going to sew inside the hair. It's not going to be that stitch I'm using in the back. I'm going to do this time around so that if I want to do center parting for this thing now, you will not really see the thread, you understand? But this is a fringe wig. You don't need center parting for a fringe wig. You just need to go round. This hair now, we are going round. We are not stopping. We're just going round, round, and round. Keep on going round. Don't stop going round. Just continue going round. And take notice of how I'm sewing the fringe parts. Now you see the fringe part is having a different place, different line. It's having a different sewing, not line, sorry. You keep on rounding this weave-on the wig cap. Now this is the back of the hair. That's not the fringe part of the hair. That's why I'm doing this hem stitch on the hair. You understand? I'm not doing that inside sewing. I'm doing this stitch. Look at how I'm doing it. Look very carefully. It's in the front of the dummy's face that I do the hem stitches. Yes. Keep on rounding the weave-on the wig. Now see how I've rounded the weave-on. This is how it looks. Then this is the remaining one bundle out of the 5 bundles. The last bundle for the remaining round. Make sure this time around, make sure you don't give a lot of space, just a little space so that it won't show, because you are not actually using closure, you are not using frontal, you are using the weave-on for everything. Now is this fringe, you need to round because there's no closure, there's no frontal. You need to round this time around. Let it be very tight sewing. It shouldn't show. That the needle and thread shouldn't show. Be very careful of how you round it. Round carefully. Keep on rounding until it reaches the last hole. The last hole, you're not really going to see the net again. You're not going to see the wig cap net. You're going to keep on sewing until that wig cap, the black net cut off. And stop showing. Yeah, sorry. Now you have seen it. You have in that place needs to be like that. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. This is how it's supposed to be. Yes. Now you're going to cut out where the fringe is supposed to be. Now look at the fringe. Now I'm applying the conditioner to bring out the coils. If you have any other thing you can rub and make the coils come out, do so. For me, I'm using my conditioner, so I'll comb the place that's supposed to be combed. That's the place the rounding stopped, where the weave-on stopped rounding from. That's where I'm combing now, so I won't scatter the coils. Wow, Look at the hair. Look at the hair. Okay, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Jesus loves you. Bye.